到那个台风这么大。
On Monday, September 8th, 2025, Typhoon TAPAH made landfall in the city of Taishan, located in Guangdong province, China. The 16th typhoon of the season brought violent winds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour, along with torrential rain that quickly flooded several coastal areas. Waves reached nearly 3 meters in height, crashing against the shores with tremendous force. Local authorities had anticipated the arrival of the typhoon by issuing several weather warnings the day before. More than 40,000 residents were evacuated as a precaution in the Jiangmen region, including Taishan and Yangjiang, to minimize human risks. Emergency shelters were opened, and nearly 3,300 rescue workers were deployed to respond to calls for help. The storm had a major impact on daily life. In Taishan alone, around 120,000 students saw their classes canceled, with 182 preschools and primary schools closed. Public transport was heavily disrupted. Trains were suspended, ferry services halted, and air traffic reduced. Several roads were also closed due to fallen trees and the risk of landslides. In neighboring Hong Kong, authorities raised Typhoon Signal Number 8, one of the highest alerts, with gusts reaching 150 kilometers per hour. Hundreds of flights were canceled, schools closed, and maritime traffic suspended. Images shared on social media showed flooded streets, uprooted trees, and damaged buildings. Despite the typhoon's intensity, no fatalities were reported, though at least 12 people were injured in the hardest-hit areas. The swift coordination between rescue teams, meteorological services, and local authorities helped prevent a major human disaster. Cleanup and recovery operations began later that afternoon as TAPAH continued its path northwest toward Guangxi. Typhoon TAPAH once again highlights the vulnerability of southern China's coastal regions to extreme weather events. Each year, multiple tropical storms and typhoons strike this part of the country, testing infrastructure and warning systems. Scientists warn that climate change could increase the intensity of these storms, making population preparedness even more crucial. Earlier in 2025, at the end of July, another powerful system, Tropical Storm Wifa, the sixth of the season, struck Guangdong province, particularly around Hong Kong. Torrential rains and violent winds led to the suspension of public transport, the closure of Hong Kong Disneyland, more than 400 flights cancellations, and hundreds of people taking refuge in temporary shelters. The storm caused several injuries and significant material damage, once again underlining the region's vulnerability to cyclonic events. The Taishan area was also affected, as Wifa made landfall there before moving toward Guangxi. A few weeks earlier, at the end of August, Tropical Storm Kajiki also swept across southern China's coast, particularly Hainan Island and nearby waters off Guangdong. Around 20,000 people were evacuated, over 21,000 fishermen returned to port, and winds reached up to 162 kilometers per hour, while heavy rainfall, up to 35 centimeters expected, pounded Sanya. Transport and tourism services were widely suspended to ensure public safety. If you want to stay updated on natural disasters like this typhoon in China, we invite you to subscribe to our content. From typhoons and storms to earthquakes and floods, we cover every extreme event in detail, bringing you the most accurate and up-to-date information. Stay informed for your safety and that of your loved ones.